Kenosha Kingfish Radio Network and Northwoods League Network post-game show. I'm Robert Sherman. Joining me today, the hero from today's game, Rigo Beltran. Rigo, it was your night tonight. You came away with a little bit of a shortened no-hitter, but a no-hitter nonetheless, the first one in Kenosha Kingfish franchise history. What's your response right now?
It feels awesome. I mean, it's probably one of the coolest experiences of my baseball career. I knew I had to go home in a couple days, so this is one of the ones that I just wanted to really give it everything I had. Felt good from the first warm-up pitch, so it's just one of those good days, you know?
And that was the interesting thing, too, is that you almost decided that you weren't going to stay for this performance today. You almost made the decision to go home. Are you pretty glad you stayed?
I'd say so, yeah. It worked out pretty well for me, so you never know what's going to happen, and it worked out pretty good.
So things working out so well for you today. Not only were you able to get the no-hitter, but you did it in such dominant fashion. You picked up 12 strikeouts today. What was working out there that allowed you to have that level of success?
Honestly, my fastball felt good. My arm felt pretty alive today. I had the curveball release point. It was a little bit inconsistent, but it was there when I needed it. Honestly, Mason did a great job, saved me a bunch of strikes, got me some extra ones, so wouldn't have been able to do it without him either.
Now, this is a moment that most of us in the world of sports are never going to be able to witness. But when you're in the fourth inning, when you're in the fifth inning, and you have this going for you at that time, what's going through your mind during those moments? Do you think about it constantly, or do you try and put it out of your mind?
It popped in my head a couple times, but honestly, the way I see it, as long as I pitch well, that's what I want. The results don't necessarily correlate to how well you pitch. So I felt like regardless of what happened, I pitched a good game. That's all I can control. The intangibles, the ball bleeds in, or if it doesn't, it's kind of out of my control. So I just worry about what I can do. And I felt good about where my stuff was today, so I was happy with it regardless.
With 6 2/3 through, you ended up giving up a walk right at the end, and then both your third baseman, Sawyer Giesecke, and your first baseman, Pat McInerney, came over, gave you words of encouragement. What did they say in those moments?
They just told me, settle down, just keep making your pitches, and that if I hit my spots, they're not going to touch it, which is fine. It felt good to have my teammates behind me, and it felt good that we were in the lead. We were playing pretty well with that four-game win streak, and we had a couple skids right here. But I honestly believe a lot in this team. I really think that they're going to win the second half. They got a great bunch of guys and a great attitude in the clubhouse. Everything's clicking. I think it's going to turn around for them.
And now, Rigo, with what you were able to do tonight, you end up leaving the Kingfish, having to go home. Where do you go from here?
I go back South Florida, Delray Beach, where I'm from. I lived almost my whole life there. I love it there. I'm going to be really sad to go. I love Kenosha. It's a great place, great team. I love everybody here, but I'll just be back home. Got some summer classes, got an internship, and I'll be in the gym.
Rigo Beltran, the first no-hitter in Kenosha Kingfish history. Rigo, thank you very much for joining me. You enjoyed the night.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll have the post-game wrap-up show right after this. We'll be right back.